Now, sorry about that. Hopefully it's back now. Hopefully we're back. It did go offline there for a second, so rather than trying to mess around with settings and so on, I decided, yeah, we'll just restart this. Watching the game from the stands. And there you go. As a pro, you ought to know how good you really are. Apparently I'm not great at all. Alright, I think I'm going to go for some just regular games, whatever. Get a feel for Pro Evo. Because I'm not exactly getting to play an awful lot of it like this. But I'll have to come back at some point to this and see how I can get on. So let's see. Just go some regular matches, I suppose. It's kind of strange. You can watch an exhibition match. You deleted me on Xbox if you're saying offline the whole time. You re-added me just there or previously? It probably still says I'm offline. I don't know. Yeah. Xbox, it's a bit funny. But yeah, anyway. I don't know why you'd pick watch an exhibition match between the two computer players. Like, it's surely not that interesting. Let's go for a random. Right, let's not go for that random. Let's go for a good random. There we go. That'll do. Ah, poor Athens. Sorry about this. Time to mutilate you. Well, this should definitely teach me a thing or two about Pro Evo, if nothing else. If I can't beat Athens as Spain, then my career may be cutting itself short, I'll say that much. Right, let's get this show on the road. Whoa, that's a bad touch. So yeah, now I have to suddenly work out how to play with a good team. They don't seem to take great touches. I'm not quite sure if the first touch engine is more strict than FIFA, or if it's still being worked out or whatever, but yeah, some of the touches are a bit dodgy, regardless of how fast you're moving. Okay, corner. That makes more sense than just a really, really dodgy shot. AI at times is wacky. Have it! I'm surprised he got that on target. That was some shot. Good old Pro Evo. That's the one issue about Pro Evo at times for me, is it seems unsure whether it should go like the arcade style or if it should be more simulation. Like Pro Evo 6 was very much an arcade game. Give the ball to Adriano and just smash it from the halfway line and you'd be grand. Whereas this, you know, they've brought in like the real player AI and they've brought in first touch and all this kind of stuff. Tried to slow the pace down. But then when it comes to shooting, like 4 shots that hit off the crossbar per match, you have people shooting like that from like the halfway line on the volley and hitting the target. So yeah, they just seem a little unsure. And at the moment it seems very much more focused on the idea of passing and moving rather than running about the place. Which is why like all their niggly fouls aren't called. Stay on side. Or don't. You know, whichever suits yourself. Actually, I've talked a lot about you know, the various content I'd like to do, but you know, I do ask occasionally what you'd like to see as well. Would you ever care about non-FIFA stuff in terms of like just a playthrough or video content, or YouTube stuff, and so on? There we go, getting some skills. And now just back to basics. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, I still haven't cracked the shooting element. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, referee. Come on, like. Deserved. Absolute scumbaggery, like. Poor David Silva. Look at that, like. Lunging tackle. Breaks the shins. I don't quite know how second kickers and things like that work. Way. Well, that's unusual, but anyway. Oops. I also have to get used to the different tackling buttons and things like that. Although I should just take the approach of holding contain all the time in each game. That would make me a better player. That's what I found funny actually about like Rise of the Champions last year. Oof. Was there were people on Machinima Sports calling me a terrible defender and things like that. And okay, I'll admit I am at the best of times, and I had some horrendous displays of defending. But like I don't use contain either. That's something I'll have to learn for this year, especially if I'm starting my road to Division 1 at the same time as all these other good people. Part of me is just hoping I'll end up playing KSI. And then beating him. Let's go, Fabregas. The issues with playing 6 midfielders. Oh, that's nice. See, that's nice, and then they have the animation afterwards of a slide tackle where the player just kind of runs over it. Keepers. There we go. We'll go for a lofted ball for no reason. Hopefully, I had hoped that they'd... What? Wow. The lunging tackle that breaks David Silva's shins gets a yellow and a little push. Ah. Bizarre. It's the old sensible soccer style of defending. Put in the slide tackle and hope that your man falls over you. It unfortunately works sometimes. Especially against me, because I have this natural urge to just run at people who have fallen over. How do I tell these people to make runs? Oh, okay. Ah. Followed up a decent ball with terribleness. Ah. Okay, see what we can do with Iniesta. See what kind of chance we can create. Wasn't exactly what you'd expect from a pass master, but anyway. Whipped in, no one there. Oh, you think, do you? Ah, commentary. I wonder what the commentators think when they're recording lines. Or do they realise that like the same line is going to be used hundreds of times throughout a season or many times in one game? Oops. Oh, the good old pressing A. And it's even more inexplicable in... or it's even more dangerous in Pro Evo because, you know, you should be pressing start. You should know that you're pressing start. There we go. There's a good overlap. Was that actually a run made off the ball by a Pro Evo player? Promising signs if it was. I think Pro Evo could be a really, really good game if they fix just some small niggles with it. Next year, I think they will have it. If they can just get people to run off the ball without you having to tell everyone to run and tell everyone a direction to run in, be sorted. That would be my main gripe. Sorted instantly. And then I just have to get better at tackling, or better at shooting as well. Better at a lot of things, really. But improvement I can live with. Or self-improvement I can live with. Fabregas, what are you doing hiding behind people? Oops. Okay. Easily dealt with. It's also strange when you can see like PK and all the lads doing some of these moves. Although PK's got decent footballing skills. He's not the most surprising defender to pull one out anyway. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Web app's still down. Damn. So that'll be tomorrow morning's video then, is trying to get that recorded, and that'll be over my Cocoa Pops in the morning. Disappointment, because it'll probably be a mini bronze pack. I would love to end up. I mean, keeper, come on. I always get so jealous of seeing people say, "Oh, I got this many 1,000 coins," especially in the early days when you're like, if you can get a couple of 1,000 coins early, you're setting yourself up well, because players are much cheaper at the moment, and of course people don't really know what the values are, so there's a lot of guesswork going on, and some people who don't seem to quite know what they should be going for. He doesn't know where he's taking it. Oh, hit it with the wrong foot. Yeah, mini bronze, it's possibly the worst thing you can get at the moment. I mean, when the game's out, you might be able to sell some of the players, but even at that, you're only getting 4 cards. And one of them's usually a ball, one of them's usually like a manager. So, yeah, it's just so disappointing, really, isn't it? And last year, of course, it was either mini bronze or bid tokens. This year, they've gotten rid of the bid tokens, so you're probably going to see more mini bronzes than ever. Because I don't think they replaced the bid tokens with another disappointing thing. Go, go, I'm pressing the wrong button to tell you to go, which means you're not going anywhere. I like both Pro Evo's and FIFA's implementation of this whole like close dribbling or face-up dribbling. I think it's a really nice touch, and if you can use it well, it's going to be a dangerous tool this year, especially if people can't quite defend, or especially if you do realise, oh, this person's just slide tackling all the time, because all of a sudden you have a better tool to work with. That's not the right player. That's not the right player at all. Oh, that's a foul. That's definitely a foul. What the hell is going on? Referee, look at that! Criminal. Did he get booked for that? He didn't get booked. Oh my god. Pro Evo logic. Criminal stuff. So we had a player hacking someone down, they get a yellow. Fabregas pushes someone over, gets a yellow. And then he gets hacked twice, nothing. Ah. Going to check this web app just in case. Of course, if I do log in, it means that I'll be like, oh, I have to get my recording set up and all that going. So it's probably easier if it's not up for me, because then I can just go to bed. And I can go to bed not disappointed as well, which is the most important part. I can go to bed happy. I can dream of the opportunity. I can dream of possibilities. Where's my keeper off to? I can imagine, imagine opening a Messi in the morning and be like, oh, I'm sorted for life. Of course, the funny thing would be if I got a Messi on the PC account that I have. It's like, oh, I see. A player that I can now never use. There we go. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Okay, so I'm slowly getting it. Obviously, Obviously, it's playing with 50 rated bronze players that don't suit me. And even at that, playing with one 50 rated bronze player with a team full of AI who don't quite understand what's going on. Oh. Anyone who tunes in now is like, I'm pretty good at Pro Evo. They're watching Spain versus Athens. This is the one thing about me being like a video producer and things that people must not understand. It's like, how is this guy, recording videos or getting any sort of views when he's not good at the game? And unfortunately not good at any of the games that I decide to play, despite being the sports guy apparently of the magazine that I'm working for. It's good to have a reputation at least, even if they don't quite know how good or bad I am. Hopefully they never tune into a stream. Wait a second. Don't we ask this guy to review sports games and stuff? Shouldn't he know his stuff? Shouldn't he be at least decent at them? Good pass. The power bar seems a bit wacky at times. Like, I didn't think that I'd press it that hard, but that was a good pass. So, yeah. Whereas then I, tap the bar at other times, and it literally goes a tap. Like that. That was held down to like a yellow or green bar. Bizarre. Let's see what we can create. Nothing, apparently. Watched the Champions League. I only watched the United match. And by match I mean scrap, because there were so many penalties and penalty appeals, and I don't quite understand what those lads behind the goals are doing. Because what match was I watching last night? There was a one-on-one opportunity anyway, and player tucked it home easily enough, handily enough. And the guy on the guy on the line was staring at it so intently as it went over the line, and it's like, that is one of those opportunities that most people could probably tell you with their eyes closed if it went in or not. They could probably assume that it went in. But yet this, all of these penalty appeals, the handballs, the clearances over the line like we saw at the Premier League at the weekend, and these aren't being called by the lads. Okay, I know there's no lads in the Premier League, but the Euro 2012 had a few of those incidents. So it doesn't quite make sense what these guys are there for, really. But yeah, otherwise I didn't really catch the rest of the Champions League action tonight. I was doing up a video and trying to do a bit of this review as well. So I was managing my time and all that. So yeah, busy enough tonight. Were the matches good? Are there ones that I should check out the highlights of? Yes, United have been incredibly casual with penalties, and it doesn't seem to matter who takes them either. Like, I don't really like Nani taking penalties because he's usually too casual with everything he does anyway. Here we go. Oof. So close, so close. But it's crazy, like Van Persie missing his, and you don't know who you should trust with a penalty sometimes. All right. I think I'm going to call it a night on that. I'm a little bit tired, and yeah, got to get up for web app excitement in the morning. Got to brace myself for that, get my nervous energy going and all that. So, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. As always, let me know. I saw the end of Oscar's goal, if that makes any sense. I kind of looked up and there was a replay on. I was like, oh, that looked like it might have been a nice goal. But I'll look on YouTube for that. Good luck with your web app stuff in the morning / this evening, and trading and all that, or making teams. Either is good, either is fun. Jerez, I definitely recommend you record like a squad breakdown of your hybrid there anyway, because it's an interesting team. It's definitely worthwhile recording stuff and things like that. You can show people how the chemistry works, you can show people your individual chemistry, and you can show people that you've got the 96/100, depending on where you end up at when you record. And hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm not sure if I've showcased enough to convince you to buy Pro Evo over FIFA. It's an interesting game. I have to play it a bit more anyway to make up my full mind, get a few more of the game modes in and things like that. I've enjoyed. I kept that bench warm like the best of them. I know how Berbatov felt last year now all of a sudden. But yeah, so thank you very much for tuning in. I will catch you tomorrow. I will have the daily gift video for you anyway. I think that's the only video I have planned. And besides that then, it's just other stuff. Yeah, so what a way to finish up. Vagueness. But thanks very much, guys, and I will catch you again very soon. Please stay subscribed on YouTube, please follow me on Twitter, and please follow me on Twitch, and you'll catch up with all my announcements, all my daily musings, and any activity / video